a very popular Inyanga has just exposed how some pastors are getting into cultism. I think his name is Bab Dogatela, right? And so he was talking on his channel about this, and his video is just there's a certain video that people have been circulating, and it's this one that I'm about to watch. He's explaining how they catch some of these pastors. I'm gonna try and interpret some of it. It's actually show with the daily Christian commentary videos. Some of your pastors who are not joining cults, this is how they get roped in. There's no pastor who goes with him saying that he's going to be empowered or do rituals so that he can be successful.
Reason why
because they don't use muti or juju. The pastor shouldn't be using muti because the two don't relate.
Yes. But because
they are people of the word, he said. But then what happens is that so there are people that they are given ritual direction to twala using pastors. So basically they go to churches, these people who are ritually thingy, they are assigned to go to churches in the kasi or in our local areas, basically.
Faith Machine, God's Army, Assemblies of God.
These pastors who hold on to holiness, and holiness as in they preach it just as it is, as the Bible is. So those ones, they don't take breaks, basically. You target that one. You'll see him arcing his tent so that he can do some form of a evangelistic thingy for that weekend or whatever.
The
6-pole one. I guess maybe that's the cheap one.
6-pole.
It blows on the side, so it's a very cheap tent. You see him coming out, entering a church of a car of a local church member with a huge suit. So this is kind of like the way you insult a pastor. So you attend one of these days. What you're going to do is you're going to stay at the back. It will draw attention and then you bring it to the front. When they are giving, when you give intentionally a lot of money, so particularly 20,000, let's say people are giving 100, you go there with 20,000 visibly seen
20,000, then
thank you. They'll come, maybe thank you and stuff like that. Now, maybe they'll even address some of the problems that need to be fixed, like a tent. Then by the time when they are still thanking, saying, oh yeah, we now have enough money, they might not be thanking him directly. And then now he stands out. He said, no, don't bother about that. All those problems that they mentioned, basically, say that you're going to fix them.
Military grade.
So he says that he's gonna buy. I'll buy a military grade. I think those are the very expensive ones.
Military grade. It
gets dug in. It doesn't blow. Even the sound I'll buy.
Thereafter,
so then you say, just the pastor, doctrinally, ne?
We am Sundays.
You get him close.
Uzoba ne meeting naye enenza ne budget budget ithi banithi mhlambe 80,000 when
so maybe there's a budget for 80,000 or whatever,
escalate it 250,
and you give more, way more than they asked,
ngoba ufuna itendele quality ne sound right musi yamjethi entshumeleni yakhe akayeke lento ogxeka amadlozi.
So in the preaching, therefore, then you talk about this thing of him talking against ubungoma and talking against African traditions and stuff. I find it quite interesting that this is a man who believes in those things, and he's telling what doctrines become the problem.
akakhulume ngento esezweni kwaleti zokumbalekisela abantu.
So he mustn't talk about things. He must just only talk about the things that you see in the Bible, you know. So Jesus healed someone, you know, but don't address the society in which these people are living in.
Yabo akasamkhonza uNkulunkulu sekhonza abantu.
Now he's now bending down to please the people, because so that he doesn't chase people away with the fear that you have put on him.
Uyamehlisa lapha enkazimulweni.
You're removing him from that position of holiness that he held.
Umbuyisela kubantu.
Down.
Umfundise muse umthengele imotwana encane nje. Yabo 1.6.
Buy him a small little car,
iAlmera.
small engine.
Ajabule akubize pulpit musu usuyamtshela futhi.
He thanks you, then again you coach him.
Akayeke lento ogxiwe yitabana.
Now you tell him to stop talking against another doctrine, homosexuality.
Ngoba uzosuka balekisa intsha.
Because
Uyamsusa enkazimulweni umletha manje itabaneni. And then after use right musu uyacela ukuthi umuntu onobutabana sicela ukuthi naba bebe khona ekhwayeni.
so he then suggests, you know, those people also have them in the choir, so that, you know, people can see this is a very welcoming church and stuff like that. So basically the church becomes politically right. You know, politically right. You know, you're a good person. You you just want to preach Jesus. Can't you? You've been removed from preaching the things that these people are seeing in their society that they are practicing, so that you can retain them. And so he goes on to then explain even more. I don't want to have to play the entire video. Maybe you might have seen it on Facebook. So I found it quite interesting that Inyanga is talking about how ritualists can enter into a church and just become acceptable because people are sleeping. The pastor is sleeping. The pastor doesn't see the importance of doctrine, or the pastor is missing the importance of doctrine. This can introduce churches into all kinds of things. And I thought this was worth sharing. It's Ricky. I'll see you on later on. Y'all tell me what you think about this one. I found it quite interesting that there's such. I've seen it personally, but this is not what this video is about. I just wanted to make a reference of this type of this one right here. It's Ricky. Y'all tell me what you think.